A big...
Almost 1 year in a row.
Wow.
Huh?
Did you have a large party, wedding, gathering?
Yeah, we had a great wedding. Well, look, the kind of crappy part, and even though it was great, was that Sting and Billy Joel came because you know they're friends and they performed. And then I went on and did a couple songs after, and I was like, "Hit it, guys! 1, 2, 3," and they were like gone.
Yeah.
Because the top acts. But when you're dancing with the missus to Fields of Gold and Sting's playing it, I got that look that maybe I didn't pick such a fixer-upper after all.
Well, good for you. So, actually, you were in the south of France for the big film festival.
Yes.
Do you like going to that event?
It seems like it's going to be fun. You're like going to the south of France, and then they're like, strap into a chair, we have questions.
Oh.
So you don't get to do all that much. And the Europeans are kind of like, so the Scanner Darkly is a crypto-fascist metaphor for the Illuminati. I'm like, I didn't understand. That is the only question I have to ask, you know.
Well, that's a little aggressive, and unnecessarily so, I would think.
Well, they're smart, too. Mm-hmm. So that's confusing.
How will we celebrate Dad's 70th birthday?
Well, he had a little party, and I showed up.
Pretty good. I did my best to describe the process and the visual result of this film. To tell people what it is I was unable to communicate.
You did a great job. I don't really know what else to add.
But
and I assume that that we're always under surveillance, so I take measures.
And everybody is, to one degree or another, addicted to some horrifying substance.
Yeah, largely. And Philip Dick had it. He calls it Substance D.
Right.
Yeah. Not for Downey.
No. Yes.
Not really. It's just nice to know that if you know, if your mic is out or your hair looks stupid or you got a big zit, that they'll just fix it.
And there you go.
Plus, it's cool.
Show people the effect right here. Just turn on the effect. This is when you go to see the movie. This is what you're going to see. Pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that.
Man.
Bring it, Paul.
Yeah.
Having a flashback.
But you know, the most disturbing part about this effect, I noticed this earlier. Just take a look at the size of that bald spot. I mean, honest to God, it's the size of a Frisbee. But that's really not what we're talking about, is it?
I don't believe so.
No, but not bad for short notice. But I will say, the first time you see this, it's sort of compelling in an alarming way. When the first time you see it, and this is the same thing here, don't you think? No? Yes. All right, let's show them the real.
Decided to put our house under surveillance.
Yes, because somebody in the group is surveilling the people living in that house anyway. So you, in order,
I want to catch them. I want to see. Yeah, I set up the cameras to see you set up the cameras.
But what everybody but one does not know is one in the group is doing the surveillance. So we now have the group being surveilled by 2 people in the group.
Again, well put, sir.
Thank you very much. And by the way, nice place you guys live in.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I find it hard to believe that to create 1 minute of video in that fashion requires 500 hours of labor. A team of 30 animators working 500 hours to accomplish 1 minute. Is that possible?
It's a lot of work, I guess.
It is a lot
I
of
didn't
work.
do it, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
As opposed to, what did it take to the effect you did here? 1 flick of the switch per 100 hours?
Working around the clock for the last several years.
Welcome. I have to say, I've seen the movie. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But when I saw your performance, I thought, you can't do that.
Right.
You know you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Right. But you did it.
But I can't.
It's an enigma within a riddle.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah. But you play an Australian.
Play an Australian actor who takes himself quite seriously and believes he will best be able to portray the Blake experience, which is so stupid.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
But that's what the whole movie is about, is self-important actors doing stupid things. who eventually have some sort of comeuppance. Do you remember that part in the movie?
Yes, yes, there's a comeuppance. I remember the people learn things and other people do things and stuff happens and
That's
somebody
a hell
gets
of a
hurt.
review you're banging out.
Hey, there's a cow in it. The cow's great, and Jack Black goes over to the cow and he's
Yes.
like, and then there's the kid. The kid is scary. Did you see that bit? You're not in that bit, but when the kid comes out, that's scary.
Yeah.
You're actually not that. Well, you come in for the rescue. I don't know if you saw that.
No, but I was there.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Because I was shooting the movie and then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
No. How are you anyway? That's a splendid moustache you got going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I grew a moustache here a couple of weeks ago. People were outraged.
Well, you can't do that.
Well, apparently not. But I really can't do that. I mean, it's easier to do what you did and me, a late night guy with a moustache. It's a crime, apparently.
Well, it's hard to not have it go the star 80 porn star route. Like, that's where I go. But what I've been getting a lot lately is Super Mario Brothers.
Don't play the video games, not even the Super Mario Brothers.
Right. Well, I mean, strangely, you're kind of busy. Right? I mean, you do this show.
That's not a lot of work.
It'd be
really.
weird if you were actually getting a lot of Halo time in.
Well, what is Halo time, though? I don't
know.
Have you ever played? Do you play the video
No, but
games?
I've heard people who are playing it to the exclusion of all other activities, and I have a day job as well.
Right, yeah. Well, but you used to get involved in other activities even though you had a day job. I'm just saying.
You are just saying it.
Yeah, I'm mentioning. You know, I did too.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds real dark.
Yeah. It was kind of. Yeah, it was kind of. Man, it was a long time
But
ago.
look, here we are, and either one of us could drive the other one home if we wanted now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Who'd
Do you know,
thought?
that's what I sometimes think. When the world has gone to hell, when I'm suddenly reliable, that's bad. That's bad for the world. Or is it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure that your benefactors would be happy that you're responsible. I mean,
CBS?
Yeah, CBS.
Got it.
CBS, right. Good call, by the way.
Thanks.
I'm glad this came to you,
I was like,
came to you pretty quick.
benefactors? What the hell? Are you
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Craig Ferguson's doing a show, but where is he? He's playing Halo in the bathroom.
He's playing Halo in a jail in
Yeah.
Mexico. Yeah, I know. Good times. Yeah, good times.
Locked Up Abroad. That's a show.
That's a website. Do you ever go on that? Is that weird? Do you
I don't think I mean, I know a lot of people do it. I think it's creepy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I quit.
You quit? I just quit too.
I've got about 3 hours off the computer.
Wow.
No, when I first got on this show, I Googled myself a lot. I was Googling to see the information, like what the people were saying. They've not got very nice things to say.
While you're Googling yourself, people were commenting?
Yeah. They didn't
That's not the kind of thing you want to put out there, because everyone's going to have an opinion on how you do it.
Well, how do you do it then?
Usually in private.
You're talking about masturbation. I'm talking about Googling. I'm not talking about masturbation.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And we were so on the same wavelength right until that moment.
I know.
This is rare. I mean,
Yeah, no, it is. It's true.
There's a spark going between us.
Do you ever think, isn't it show business great because everybody loves each other and they're friendly with each other? Isn't that what makes show business great?
Yeah. I saw her, she had her hair up in curlers before that. She still looked great.
Yeah.
And then I saw it start to happen. They started letting her hair down. I was like, look at her. Now it's getting better by the second.
Let me get it straight. You were hanging around her dressing room? With your moustache?
I am a happily married man, and yes, I was just stalking her a bit.
Well, a bit, yeah. In a show business, like to see how another actor prepares.
Yeah, that kind of like, and also, being who I am, a real actor's actor, I thought, it might bring a little goodwill if I went around and peeped on her for a minute.
By peeped on her, do you mean...
Oh, said hi.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. It's a communication.
I thought you were something German. I'm sorry. I went to a different place.
They peeped on her. This is a felony.
Yeah. However hilarious a felony it may be, it's still it's outrageous. You mustn't.
I mustn't.
No,
You
when she's-
can't.
Not when she's got her curlers in, you can't. No. We call them curlers in the old country.
Curlers.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you call them here?
I call him, it must be strange being backstage about to come on stage and know that we're talking about her during our segment.